Hey guys, it's Phase Zero here, bringing you the Stanley Parable. It's a game about decision making, whether or not you listen to the narrator, who's kind of trying to guide you along. You play as Stanley, but you're really shaping your own experience. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into it. It's harder to explain, probably just easier to show. So yeah, let's go. This is never the end. Is never the end. The end is never, or is never the end. The end is never the end. Ending never, the never end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hello, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Desmond?
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
What?
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Is there a door?
And Stanley was happy.
I mean, I guess if it's all you know.
And then one day,
be
something
happy.
very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Did we? Did we step out of our office? I don't know. The forms are there. Why don't we just do this form stuff? No? No? Okay. Out of the office we go. That door is locked. That door is locked.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait, did our door close?
Stanley
No!
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the meeting room? 431.
No matter how hard
432.
Stanley looked, he couldn't
432.
find a trace of his co-workers.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop trying, damn it! They're people! People don't just go missing. Okay. What was on that monitor? What did we miss? Alright, I guess this is the door we go through. Why do they keep turning off? Am I turning them off? Or is there something that I'm not supposed to see on them? Oh, I can't jump up. What is that? How the mighty have fallen. I wish I could read that story. Seems interesting. Who farted? Is that what your mug says? That's not a very nice mug. Be my Valentine. Alright. Yellow box. No, nothing. This place is a mess, though. I mean, you'd think someone would have cleaned this up by now. Oh, can't go that way. Oh.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I like to explore, man. Don't have a cow. Just let me do my thing. You're doing your thing. We can get along nicely. I hate Mondays. Yeah, so do I. Somebody spilled their coffee. Like, what the fuck is going on here? How do you see what I'm doing anyways? I know you're a narrator, so you're just telling the story as it happens, but you should still have some way of seeing me. Are there cameras hidden somewhere? Am I bugged? Am I being, like, GPS tracked right now? Look, there's cables back there! Who works? How come some people have some more exciting jobs than I do? Are you playing prop on? Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, I know this game has multiple decision trees, so I'm thinking, like, I'll do a couple of playthroughs of this for you guys. We'll do some where we we'll do one where we listen to the narrator, and one where we disobey. I'm feeling kind of rebellious, though, for my first time. So we're going to go through this door. He doesn't want us to go through this door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, now you're trying to fucking backtrack and cover your own tracks, making it seem like you still wanted me to do this. I know I disobeyed what you said. Maybe I'm just rebelling a little bit. I've been doing the same job for how many years? Just sitting in front of a computer pushing fucking buttons? I don't think so. That is too eerily similar to my real job. This is hitting home for me, man. This is... Oh, hey now.
Ah, yes. Truly a room worth admiring.
It
It
is.
had really been worth the detour after all. Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Can I get a drink?
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Hey, I want a drink. Coffee nut.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Don't judge me, alright? Fine, I'll fucking leave the room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't know, man. That door doesn't seem very, Oh. No, I'm going through this door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey, if they wanted to fire me, there's really probably nothing stopping them. They must have seen something in me, a spark, you know, energy. Maybe my boss saw himself 20 years ago in me. Wait, that kind of sounded wrong. This is a big fucking shipping room. Holy shit, like, do the forklifts even go that high? How are you gonna get those box? How did the... How? There's no way that thing lifts that high. And why is it up here? What good is this forklift doing in this confined space? Like, is there a gate? How do you get this out of there? Why is that there? Well, that does absolutely no good. Ooh, what does it say? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Do we jump? Or do we take the cargo lift? Jump. Take the cargo lift. Jump!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his coworkers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
We're
to
still
go to
not
the
listening
meeting
to you,
room.
you
Perhaps
son
he
of a
had simply
bitch.
missed a memo.
I wanted to live my own life. Free will.
Stanley came to a set of two
Nope.
open. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Nope.
And
Not
Stanley
listening to
knew
you.
it perfectly well.
I'm going on my own way.
Perhaps
I
he
can
wanted
go
to
my
stop
own
by
way.
the employee
Fucking
lounge
Fleetwood Mac
first,
said so,
just
so
to
they
admire
must
it.
speak nothing but the truth. Don't worry, I won't stand in here
Wow.
for 6 hours.
Yes.
Yep.
This room.
Yep.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, I'm not gonna jump.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Alright, I'll listen
I'm
to you.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For who? Who's her? Who's she?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
What? Who? Who have I neglected? I'm not a neglectful kind of guy. Okay. Forklift. Got some boxes. What's in the box? Alright. Bulldog. Oh, that's a dark room. Narrator? Narrator? Can you turn the light on for me? I'm kind of scared. Oh,
That's
shit.
her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. Reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I don't know. Where's the phone connected to? There's no phone line. It's just plugged in. Where's the phone line? Where's the call coming from? I don't trust it. I can't do it. I can't. I can't. Let me out of this room. Let me out. Get me out of here. I can't do it. Stop. It's just plugged into the wall for electricity. Where is the phone call coming from? This makes no sense. That's not a cell phone. It doesn't have a fucking antenna on it. There's no way a phone call is coming in. I'm not answering it. I'm not doing it. How long is he gonna sit here and just let me fucking just, you know, run in circles? See how many laps we... Oh, I can't trip over the cable. 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, come on. It's gotta go to a fucking answering machine sooner or later. Narrator, let me out. Fine.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Where the fuck am I?
Right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Fuck you, narrator.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Sorry,
No.
but you're in my story now.
What? No. Narrator? No. I don't want to go inside my fucking house. Or the house you prepared for me. Let me out of here. I fucking hate mannequins!
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Good morning, employee 427. Press K on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Fuck, I hate mannequins. Press X. No. No. Let me leave. Let me out of this fucking prison. This is a small-ass apartment. Like, why would you have a table and a desk right there? Like, what good is that serving? Who the fuck can use either of those now? Fine.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What? I feel like a fucking monkey right now.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
The fuck?
First, he imagined that one day while at work,
Where'd my
he
TV
stepped
go?
up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press Q to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
My decisions always mean something. Dinner? What?
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
What?
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Press 9 to tell your kids. I don't have a kid.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely
'Cause I'm
there's an
free.
answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more
Free
time.
falling. My wife's a mannequin.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which
No.
life is the real one.
Stop it! You're lying. Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer.
Stop it!
That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
I can't jump.
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Fuck you.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here,
What?
he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I can't do that. Press E to question nothing. Wait, what?
I suppose I can't. Not in the
Damn
way
it.
I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I...
Did I die?